The story of Brian Armstrong. In 2010, an American web developer and entrepreneur named Brian Armstrong and his friend got on a plane and flew from San Francisco to Tokyo for the first time. He was curious about the city and also had a business meeting with a guy who runs one of the largest Bitcoin exchanges in Japan. At the time, there were only about 10 or 20 quality Bitcoin exchanges worldwide, and it was nearly impossible to transfer money between them. You couldn't even do it within the same country. Let's say you bought Bitcoin in America and wanted to sell it in Europe. It was just not possible, and that's what Brian saw when he arrived in Tokyo. There was a huge exchange, but they weren't connected to any other exchanges in any other countries. That's why he decided to develop a website that would allow users to trade their cryptocurrencies from anywhere in the world to anyone else in the world instantly. When he got back to the US, he started working on the idea. In less than 3 months, he had built the entire platform and then launched it in June of 2012 under the name Coinbase. The company didn't charge fees for trades. Instead, they made money by charging a small spread on each transaction, which is basically the difference between the buying price and the selling price. Within the first few hours of launch, they facilitated about $1 million worth of transactions, and they kept around $100,000 in Bitcoin for themselves. By the end of the month, they processed over $100,000 worth of transactions and took around $40,000 worth of Bitcoin for themselves, so it seemed like a great start. But this was not the case at all. It turns out that there was another startup called Coinbase that was established a year earlier in New York, and they also operated a Bitcoin exchange. They had chosen the name before Brian did, and now they were both fighting over the domain.